charity, the provision of help or relief to the poor, almsgiving. I'm going to start off this video by telling you about why you should care about the war going on in northern Uganda. And then I'm going to finish up by telling you why I found out and why I am so passionate about invisible children. The LRA, or Lord's Resistance Army, and the government of Uganda have been at war for the last 23 years. Almost 2 million innocent people have become caught in the middle of this war that they're not fighting. In the 1980s, a lady by the name of Alice Laquina started a rebel movement called the High Spirit Movement, claiming that the Lord had appeared to her in a dream and told her to overthrow the Ugandan government. Support began to grow for the movement and Laquina was exiled, but there was no clear leader left for the Holy Spirit movement. Joseph Kony, a man who claimed to be Laquina's cousin, took over the movement and created the LRA. Due to Kony's radical tactics, support began to dwindle for the LRA. Not ready to accept defeat via loss of support, the rebel army took to kidnapping children in the middle of the night and inducting them into their army. Currently, it's estimated that over 90% of the LRA army was abducted as children. In 1996, due to drastic attacks from the LRA on villages, the Ugandan government took drastic action to provide protection. The government had to use force to evict thousands from their homes into overcrowded camps. Almost 10 years later, and 1 million people still live in these camps. They struggle to survive day to day due to poverty, starvation, and disease. But recently, international attention has been drawn to this cause. In 2001, the U.S. Patriot Act officially labeled the LRA as a terrorist organization, further drawing attention to the cause. This was the first piece of American legislation that addressed the situation. In 2005, the International Criminal Court issued warrants for the arrest of Joseph Kony and 4 of his top leaders.
This has been a test of the Project for Awesome emergency broadcasting system. Thank you.
Due to so much outside pressure, the Ugandan government and the LRA have agreed to meet on several occasions to negotiate, but have yet to find a peaceful resolution. In the spring of 2003, 3 young filmmakers from Southern California traveled to Africa in search of a story and happened to stumble upon this horrible war. Upon returning to the United States, they took their footage and created the documentary Invisible Children, Rough Cut, which exposed the tragic realities of the children in northern Uganda. They tell the story of night commuters who are children who are too afraid to sleep in their own bed for fear of being abducted, as well as children soldiers. Invisible Children Incorporated has created a way for compassionate individuals to assist the children and the families in northern Uganda. Not only can you purchase their original documentary, but you can also purchase several products that help educate you about the situation in northern Uganda and raise awareness among your friends and peers. One of their most effective ways of assistance has been their bracelet campaign. For $20, you can purchase a bracelet created in the relocation camps of northern Uganda. With each bracelet comes a DVD that tells the story of one child. To find out more, you can visit invisiblechildren.com. Now why I have a place for invisible children in my heart. Last year, on my sweet 16th birthday, my friend Alex was struck dead by lightning during soccer practice. It wasn't even thundering. It wasn't even raining. The storm had passed completely. The radars registered a single bolt, the bolt that took my friend's life. Not long before this happened, Alex had just begun raising awareness of invisible children around our community. I had no idea, and I was perfectly content. But now every night I am thankful that I can sleep in peace knowing that I am not going to be abducted during the night. So let me encourage you to visit invisiblechildren.com. Find out more about the documentary, find out individual stories, keep posted on what's happening in northern Uganda, and if you can, help. Give in any way possible. Sweet dreams.